Welcome to Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, California, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. Being in San Diego is never a bad thing, and it's even better when you have a matchup like this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aztecs offense is on the field for the first time today. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Bringing it back, it's Simon. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So Louisiana Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got it down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Simon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They'll run play action. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Right down the middle. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First down for the offense. The running back carries the ball. Brought down on play at the 13-yard line. Brings up.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Here just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Swings it out to the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
San Diego State, 0.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Soto. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs! Well, well, well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Great line, getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
San Diego State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paulo.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now on 1st down from the 28. This is a designed run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep down the right side.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage, or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big 1st down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know it, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now on the option. Quick toss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's got his man.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And the Aztecs are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the tackler. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there. The defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's going to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. So as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
The play action fake. He spins that thing down the middle.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this week.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. Caught. Fights off a defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Trying to get to him. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Aztecs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They'll try the run. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He's going for it all. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. But the kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Aztecs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion has them set up 2nd and short. Quick handoff. Sweet feet on the move. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Quick strike complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone.
Brings up second down.
On the run, it's Robertson. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They'll run it to the right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback will audible. To give to the big fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got an open man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the field.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This offense has a second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 18 to UTEP. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the right side. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up second and 8.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. You know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with the little play action, sliding, giving the rock.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Smashes ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One final play before the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first down. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground.
Oh, look out! Touchdown, Louisiana Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw it again. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Aztecs have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo,
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
A shot toward the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. This is why offensive coordinators get the big bucks to decide how aggressive you're going to be on 3rd and short from inside the 5. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. The run to the left. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's coming. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 3-25. To the air on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Soto.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field. Rally to...
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Monroe is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 29 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one day. But there were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,